Hello everyone. Let's begin with a question. Have you ever wondered why some bacteria suddenly become resistant to antibiotics? That's evolution happening right in front of our eyes. Biological evolution is the story of how living organisms change over generations. It began billions of years ago when the first cellular forms appeared, each with their own ways of obtaining energy. From those humble beginnings, life diversified into the immense variety we see today. Evolution happens because of three key factors: variation, inheritance, and natural selection. It's not just a record of the past, evolution is a living, ongoing process shaping every species, including us, right now. Charles Darwin gave us the most powerful explanation of evolution: natural selection. In any population, no two individuals are identical. There are always variations, some subtle, some obvious. For example, in a flock of birds, some may have slightly longer beaks, others slightly stronger wings. When the environment changes, these variations make a difference. Individuals with advantageous traits survive better, reproduce more, and pass those traits to their offspring. Generation after generation, these small changes accumulate. Over time, the population looks very different from its ancestors. Darwin called this process the survival of the fittest, but remember, fitness here means better adaptation to the environment, not physical strength alone. Have you ever noticed how fast bacteria adapt to antibiotics? This is because microbes have incredibly short life cycles, sometimes just minutes or hours. In a bacterial colony, some variants may already exist. When exposed to an antibiotic, the resistant ones survive while the rest die. Within days, the survivors multiply into a new resistant population. In contrast, higher organisms like fish or birds take thousands to millions of years to show such large evolutionary changes. This explains why antibiotic resistance spreads rapidly in hospitals, while the evolution of new animal species is a much slower process. Now, let's dig deeper into the idea of fitness. Fitness simply means the ability to survive and reproduce successfully. Traits that improve survival are encoded in genes and passed down to the next generation. For instance, a moth with a color that camouflages it from predators is more likely to survive and reproduce. But here's the key: adaptive ability is genetic. It cannot be acquired by simple practice or use. Natural selection acts only on heritable variations. Over time, these variations accumulate, leading to branching descent, the splitting of one species into many. Before Darwin, another scientist, Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, had proposed the theory of use and disuse. He believed that organisms could acquire traits during their lifetime and pass them to their offspring. His famous example was the giraffe. He thought giraffes developed long necks by stretching to reach tall trees, and then passed this acquired length to the next generation. But modern biology has shown that acquired traits are not inherited. If a blacksmith builds strong arm muscles, his children do not inherit those muscles. Darwin's natural selection explained it correctly: heritable variations, not acquired habits, drive evolution. An interesting fact is that Darwin was inspired by an economist, Thomas Malthus. Malthus observed that human populations could grow exponentially, but resources like food and space were limited. This imbalance, he argued, led to poverty and struggle. Darwin applied this idea to nature. He realized that in every ecosystem, there is a constant struggle for existence. In this struggle, only individuals with beneficial variations survive and reproduce successfully. This simple yet powerful idea became the backbone of Darwin's theory: natural selection operating continuously in the real world. Let's bring it all together. Biological evolution explains how life changes over time through variation, inheritance, and natural selection. We saw that microbes evolve quickly, while higher organisms take much longer. We explored how fitness is about genetic traits, not acquired ones. Lamarck's theory of acquired traits was replaced by Darwin's evidence-based theory of natural selection. We also saw how Malthus' principle of population growth gave Darwin the clue to explain the struggle for existence. The key takeaway is this: evolution is not a closed chapter in history. It is happening every single day, shaping microbes, plants, animals, and even us. Isn't it incredible to realize that every living species around us is part of this great evolutionary journey? I hope you enjoyed exploring the marvel of biological evolution with me. Remember, biology isn't just about reading facts, it's about seeing life as a dynamic, evolving story. Until next time, keep questioning, keep observing, and never stop being amazed by the living world.